Boris Johnson has continued to ignore Ursula von der Leyen's desperate pleas to nominate a European Commissioner. The incoming European Commission president last night sent her second, grovelling letter to the Prime Minister in the hope of convincing him to send a British Eurocrat to Brussels. Ms von der Leyen has already been forced to delay taking office after members of the European Parliament rejected her French, Romanian and Hungarian candidates, and in the week when her next set of candidates face a parliamentary grilling, the German is hoping to convince Mr. Johnson to respect the obligations of the recent Brexit delay. European sources said the demands are diplomatic but firm from the next Commission chief. A European Commission spokeswoman said, "Up to now, the British government has not replied to the letter that the President-elect has sent to the UK government, inviting it to suggest a name, or several names, for a European Commissioner from the UK. This is the reason why the President-elect has sent another letter to the UK government reminding it of its legal obligations under the treaty, as well as its commitment to the decision to extend Article 50, and that commitment is to suggest a name of a person who could be a candidate for the post of Commissioner with UK nationality. Time is running out. That's why the President-elect is expecting an answer very soon to this second letter, and at any rate before the end of this week. The UK has confirmed receipt of the letter. An official said, "We have received and are considering a letter from the President-elect. Under the terms of the latest Brexit delay, Britain is expected to nominate a European Commissioner," a European Council declaration said. During this further extension, the United Kingdom will remain a member state until the new withdrawal date, with full rights and obligations in accordance with Article 50, including the obligation to suggest a candidate for appointment as a member of the Commission. Britain could face legal action if the Commission decides to launch infringement proceedings against the country for failing to uphold its EU treaty obligations. But an EU diplomat said that was highly unlikely because of the current timetable of Britain's membership. The source said any legal action could follow 6 to 8 weeks after the initial infringement proceedings are launched, and the upcoming Christmas break is likely to hinder the usual timings. Election purdah limits the level of international appointments made by the UK during an election period. The practice bans civil servants from talking to the press in the 6 weeks before polling day and is designed to stop new policies from influencing the outcome. The Cabinet Office's General Election 2019 guidance reads, "The UK should not normally make nominations or put forward candidates for senior international appointments, including appointments to European institutions, until after the election. It remains possible to make nominations or put forward candidates for other positions. Departments should consult their permanent secretary and the propriety and ethics team in Cabinet Office on appointments that risk being controversial between the UK political parties." An EU source said the lack of a British commissioner is unlikely to stop Ms von der Leyen from taking office once MEPs have given the green light to candidates from the remaining 27 member states. They suggest her letters to Mr. Johnson could help exploit a legal loophole in the EU's treaty to guarantee this. Sir Julian King will remain Britain's commissioner and Jean-Claude Juncker's top team until the regime change, which is expected to take place next month.